The time of the great consumption, consuming, is over, and it's time to create. Welcome to this channel. I considered sitting up, being dressed, and other variables because first impressions matter. This channel is called Ben Authenticity. This is the first video of a channel dedicated to authentic expression, sharing my life, where I'm at, and lying down on the floor approximately 20 minutes after I've got out of bed is where I'm at today. I have lived in this space, which is a bedsit, for just under a month now, and it has felt like death. Not because of the usual unnatural responsibilities that come with owning a space, paying bills, whatever, but because, without going into too much detail, and I will tell my story in the coming days, my spirit has been used to being outside, embracing the freedom that comes with what some people call being homeless, on and off, in different parts of the country. Some sort of socio-political experiment, but also because many years ago I felt the call to do that, to drop everything, to leave my hometown, to go off on a grand adventure. Along the way, on the road to healing, my nervous system, which was pretty fried, actually probably got worse, and it's taken a long time for me to regulate said nervous system. Picked up a lot of unhelpful habits, or continued a lot of unhelpful habits. I'm not going to draw upon the dichotomy of good and bad. That's not helpful in and of itself. Suffice to say, I feel reborn, not necessarily commanding the vitality and life force of a newborn child, but a fresh canvas in a different country. I'm living in Wales, in a beautiful town called Llandilo. You should visit if you ever get the chance. I haven't had a bath or a shower for 6 days. What happened previous to those 6 days, my father came to visit and I hadn't spoken to him for a couple of years. And it's like before that, my life was on track. It felt like I was getting my shit together. And that visit disturbed the flow. Not to blame anybody, or even to blame myself. But retrospectively, the way my life was unfolding was not correct for me. So, back to square one, start from scratch. In the past week, I've hardly been out of the flat. I know deeply that changes need to be made, that I need to be more active, embracing wellness and health. I brought some running trainers. I've used them to walk to the shop twice. It's like the pressure of knowing the change needs to happen, paired with some form of emotional charge that seems to be stuck in my body, be that guilt, shame, or just burnout from the life that I've lived, preventing the movement. Idealism is a stick that we use to beat ourselves or other people with. Perfectionism, which just leaves us frozen doing nothing. Shame for what we have unhelpfully termed procrastination, not understanding the inner workings of the nervous system. We make ourselves the villain in not being able to do the things which we know need to be done. Will alone is not enough. It's also important to make sure that we're doing the most beneficial thing. So, for example, the bottom line is that I would really benefit from being outside more, moving outside, whether that's walking or anything else. But because I haven't been able to start a routine of going for a jog every other day, I've retreated, just sat glued to my phone, in turn affecting my sleep schedule, in turn affecting what I've been eating. I can't fail to notice the little things that have changed in my life. I mean, sure, there's a sink full of washing up from yesterday. Just couldn't quite manage it. But I haven't drunk a cup of coffee for 3 days. And that's not through me rigidly avoiding it. I could have a cup of coffee right now if I wanted to. It's just noticing that my body does not want coffee. And okay, I've switched to tea. But that's okay. The ritual of a hot drink smoke and tobacco. Instead of stoically avoiding, removing everything, all of the factors which are deemed unhealthy. First, we have to get to the root, get to the bottom of the actions. Understand the relation to the state of our nervous system, what it does or what we think it does, or there is still a deep sadness that lives in my bones. And up to this point, I've ignored it. It's because I've seen a lot in this life, from other humans, from myself. I've experienced the shortcomings of a system which claims to have our best interests at heart, but historically has done nothing but fail us, seemingly on purpose, to benefit the needs of a few. Hyper entitled individuals. I can't call them human. They do not act human. So this is my channel. I hope to provide insight into my life experience, to share stories from a neutral, objective stance. I'm no victim, although I have been victimized, because we all have. I've been a perpetrator too, sure. We're ending those cycles. So this is real. I've had other YouTube accounts before with very minimal traffic. My last YouTube account, I shared videos, all variations on a theme really. I shared my poetry, but sharing esoteric or occulted wisdom, knowledge about the reality that we live in. But the time for being a bridge back to self for other people is gone. Now it's about embodiment. It's about carrying that knowledge, putting it into action. At the time of this recording, Ben Authenticity has 0 subscribers. I'm going to buck the trend of my YouTube patronage by not sharing my channel on Facebook, where I have some friends who know me, they've seen my journey. I look forward to meeting new people. Like-minded, like-hearted individuals who resonate with the themes. The human experience We are such powerful creatures trapped within timid framework of ideology. Who we think we are dictates a lot of what we do, until who we actually are takes center stage. Blessings.